Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Palmisano here today. This is going to be a fun one. If you don't know, I also play drums. I mean, literally everybody, regardless of what instrument you play, should learn to play drums and think about where you fit in instead of what should I play, when to play, where is there space, and not just what chord do we play or what scale or what solo. And so therefore, I start every single day warming up, doing exercises on the drums. And so because of that, I watch a lot of drum videos. And this man is somebody that I've been following for a couple years now. And as far as I know, he doesn't speak English. I think he is fundamentally a gospel drummer from Brazil. Everything he posts is in Spanish, so maybe he speaks English and I just don't know. But he doesn't seem to post anything in English. So I don't know what he's saying. But he completely embodies the soul of music, the soul of a drummer, meaning he takes on the personality of the song to the nth degree. And that's what's at the core. That's what's at the core of why we love music. It's any good performance, no matter what, whether you're a vocalist or guitar player, drummer, whatever, you have to become that thing. You have to be in that moment and transform yourself and be completely taken away by it. And you're in this weightless spot where you're not thinking about anything else. And you're just in that moment of joy, right? That's what gets us all hooked. This dude completely embodies it. And I love not just his playing, but that he makes a point to share just as much as his own playing is him in the room with his students, teaching that very thing, teaching the vibe, teaching how you're supposed to feel in a tune, not just the X's and O's, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Josevaldo Santos. Now, I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly, but dude, what you do speaks for itself. I'm going to start with one of his educational videos. So again, I'm on his Instagram, and I'll drop it down here. But basically, he's in a loud room, a live room with his students, not like in the headphones, like being quiet, in a loud room, pumping the music, creating the vibe. And in this clip, you're going to see him work with one of his female students where he's just patient, he's confident, but he's so fun, he's rewarding to things that go well, and just really sets the tone for like, this is music. This is that place where we're having more fun than any other part of our lives. We take it seriously, we work hard, but man, this is the best thing that we have. Check this out.
I dedicate this song to recession, depression, and unemployment.
Yeah, let's hit that kick.
This song's for you.
Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine. With the clouds and it's dark in my heart, it feels like a cold night. Today's a new day.
See how he starts moving before it comes back in?
From a blue sky.
He is the groove in the silence for her. She's watching. Watch her count it.
It's alright.
I'll be honest with you.
I almost gave up.
You got that?
Power that I can't explain. Fell from heaven.
Watch this. Ready? Got her. Eye contact.
When I think I'm
Confident
better, I'm
counting.
gonna be when this is over.
Even though I see I smile.
Yelling at her.
So smile. Even though
sporting that confident swagger.
Come, people.
So much better when you smile.
Every day ain't gonna be perfect, but it's still gonna make you.
Dude, you guys might think I'm overselling it. That is tremendous teaching. Again, I don't speak English. You can barely hear the words anyway. But I can watch that clip. I can go over to the drums. I can find that backing track that I'm sure he provides on his website. Again, I don't know. I can't read what it says. And I would know how to tackle that because of the body language. The body language. That real confident, just like looking straight in the eye, looking at the crash and going, big hand movements, not like this. Big hand movements, right, that are slow but confident, right, for the fill, and then right on the ride, and then and at the end of it, when it shimmers, just shh. You're showing this student what drumming is supposed to be about, what music is supposed to be about, the textures and the layers behind it. There's so much more than just kick, snare, right? It's the push of the kick sets the groove, the snare, the backbeat releases it, and everything else inside, that's where the funk lives. Tremendous. Tremendous to watch, especially someone who has chosen education, especially online education, as their career, as the thing they try the hardest to be the best at. So, dude, Josevaldo, you're the man. Okay, so now let's watch him play one of his own things. This is him doing, I believe, a Kirk Franklin hit here. And just look at his massive kit. But the big thing here, the big takeaway, again, this isn't showy. This isn't flashy. I know, even in the gospel world. I know. Watch the confidence, the poise, the restraint. But most importantly, watch how he literally, his physical body on the throne, how he becomes the song. It's subtle. It won't pop out to you. But when he just comes in with the kick and pushes all the way in, and the snare just releases the groove, it's just you can see what you're supposed to be doing you can visualize the flow that's in the silence, that's in the space, because he leaves so much of it. Hit the button. What a lead in. Hit me with those
Everybody come get your bounce on, get your bounce on.
your bounce on. So much funk in the space.
Come on, fifth ward, fourth ward.
Come correct.
Come on, sing it.
When I close my eyes and think of you and reminisce on all the things you do, I can't imagine.
You thought I was going to come with some showy thing, didn't you?
It's like paradise now. I
What's that real funk right here?
some mystery.
The vocals were in before they were in.
Just for me.
Come on.
What you did on Calvary makes me wanna love you
Watch
more.
this.
Watch him drive.
It's gonna be. Come on, everybody clap like this. Clap like this.
Filthy, but subtle. Dude, I could watch it forever. I mean, I do watch it forever. But dude, Josevaldo, man, I say it so much on this channel, and frankly, I feel like it's one of the things that makes this this channel successful, because it resonates with people, because we talk about the things behind the things, the reason something works. Not just the shiny, glittery things on top, but what's in the soul, the core. When I watch you play drums, when I watch you teach drums, I see the same thing. It's this joy of groove and taking on the personality of that tune to the nth degree, completely submerged, completely absorbed in it. And like, I hope that if you out there watching this are picking up what I'm putting down, man. I hope that you get what I'm saying. That you could start a kick, right? You see something on the paper, okay? It could say eighth note, it could say quarter note, it could say whatever. You got the signs for the hi-hat and for the snare and for the kick, whatever. But the groove is in the duration, right? Everybody can hit at the same time, but the real funk is in the duration of whatever you chose to push out there, right? And so the kick starts that. The kick is the punch in the face. It's the wave beginning to push. It's you drop the rock into the pond and the ripple goes out, right? It's the the snare, the heartbeat, right? The heartbeat is what releases it finally. And everything in between, okay? That's the funk. That's where the groove is. That's where the internal subdivision lies. And you can flick at it on the hi-hat, right? You can leave it just in the space, but you have to be that groove. You have to live it and own it and love it and be joyful to be having so much fun playing it in that silence, in that subdivision. And when I watch you play and when I watch you teach, that's what I see communicated. I don't need to know Spanish to pick up what you're putting down, brother. I love it. I'm going to keep watching all your stuff. I hope to meet you one day. If I lived in your town, I'd be one of your students if you had an open spot, which I'm sure you don't. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. My advice to each and every one of you out there, I've said it a million times. You're only ever as good as your drummer. I don't care what instrument you play, what band you're in, what genre. You're only ever as good as your drummer. Play drums. Some type of percussion instrument. Whether you play guitar, sing, or whatever. If you can get into the mindset of where to play instead of what to play, your whole world will change. I wish everybody played drums. I know I'm working on it. I'm not that great. I'm trying to figure out how to record it, obviously, and do all those different things and make some music. But Josevaldo, you're the main dude that I follow. Keep it up. Friends, have a good one.